What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. If you didn't make it to class today, hope you guys have a good weekend. And those of you knuckleheads that are in here right now, I'm going to walk you through the lesson. Um, kind of doing some async stuff today because kids are taking quizzes, kids are finishing things up. So, I'm really going to be answering questions in class. Rest of you guys are going to be following along through the module. Okay, so this is module unit 1, lesson 6. Here's our warm up. First, determine how many dots are in the image below. Try to figure it out using a strategy besides just counting. Okay, you're going to post your reply on how you found that out. Then you're going to respond to a classmate's answer. So the way I would look at this is we can kind of use the area concept. So even though it's not covered in squares, it's very similar. So if you pretended this was a square, that was a square, that was a square. So instead of sitting here and going 1, 2, 3, 4, and trying to count all these, you could really just find out there's this many rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows going horizontal, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows going this direction. Correct? Well, 6 times 6 would give us 36, but there's dots missing. Well, in reality, you could probably count them just because this is kind of simple, but you could also use that area formula and say, well, this is too high, two rows of dots high, and 3 rows of dots wide. That's literally what you do with area, except these would be squares connected to each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36 minus that 6, obviously we would have 30. So you would share your reply down here, post your reply, and then post to a classmate. All right, going to next. Pretty easy start. We're going to go into our Desmos here. I'm just going to pretend I'm in my first period class. Make sure you put your period's class, guys. Some of you guys are going into the wrong classes, and I'm not seeing your answers. Or I'm not seeing your work, so you're not going to be getting credit for that Desmos. All right, so here we go. So parallelograms. So what is the height that corresponds to the base? We talked about this yesterday. Even though there's no really like a 90-degree angle, that's really what we're looking for. So we're looking for a 90-degree angle. So it says my base is 8. Remember, the base could be 7.2, the outside line here, or the base could be 8 over here. The base could also be this 7.2. The base could be this 8. Being that they provided us and they said, hey, this is the base, I'm looking for a line anywhere along this that forms a 90-degree angle that's perpendicular. What's this line? So my height, in this case, has to be the 7. Don't do this on the, I hope you didn't do this on the quiz where you put the slanted height. It wouldn't make any sense at the doctor's office standing against the wall all crooked. Okay? Then your job is to find the area of the parallelogram. So what would the area of the parallelogram be if this was my base and this was my height? Okay, so hopefully you can take these two numbers, you do base times height, you would get your answer. Okay? The following site has an applet that can help you understand the area. So if you were to click this, just to show you what it looks like, and these are important to click on. I know a lot of you guys race through just to get these completed. You're missing concepts, guys. Okay? So what they're trying to show you is this height I could put anywhere along this parallelogram. Anywhere, literally. Anywhere from here to here. So if it goes all the way over, and if you notice, guys, it wasn't on the last diagram, but it forms that 90-degree angle. So I could use the height here, I could use it there, I could use it here, I could use it there, wherever you need to. Okay? So please make sure you understand that concept. It's not hard. It's pretty easy, but it's important. You really, really need to know that. Okay? And then you would type your response on how you found that here. Make sure it's a decent response. Okay? You don't just put base times height because you're not getting credit. All right? All right, next piece. We got the lesson synthesis. So we're going to watch the Edpuzzle video. Then you're going to respond to the discussion, writing everything you know about bases and heights of parallelograms. So again, I'm going to let you do that on your own. You watch the video, and then in the chat, you're going to write everything you know about bases and heights of parallelograms. You try your best. It should be a couple sentences. Make sure that you're posting something. You're putting in effort, guys, because it's what I'm looking for. And then finally, you're going to respond to a classmate. So you would hit post reply. You would go down and look for a student, and you would reply to a student. So look for somebody you know or a good response, whatever the case may be. Okay? You would click next. And here's the quiz. So I would take my cool down quiz. And again, some of you guys are not completing these on previous modules. They're due today. Okay, I'm not going back and regrading lessons 1 through 5. So 1 through 5 should have been due today. This one will be going into next week. Okay, So we have, I'm sorry, this will be due today. So lesson 6, today's Friday. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking it's Monday. All right, so it says find the area of the parallelogram. Explain or show your reasoning. So again, here's my parallelogram, okay? And I'd be looking for a base and a height that's perpendicular, okay? So I'm looking, I automatically see, bingo, there's my 90, okay? It's literally going to tell me that this is perpendicular to this. It's also perpendicular to this. So I do not want to use this slant height. I don't see a 90 right here. See this angle? It's an acute angle. I see an obtuse angle. So I would look for my 90. There it is. It's perpendicular to this line, and it's perpendicular to this line. Well, when I did this, and you pretend, remember when we were dearranging and decomposing, right? We decompose and rearrange, I'm sorry. So we would slide this over here. So we would take that triangle, slide it over there. That would leave us with this 6 and that 9. So the area of this, obviously, I'm going to let you guys try to put it in to make sure you're paying attention. I'm not just going to spoon feed you. And then which 2 dimensions would you use? We're not using the slant height ever. Do not use slant height. Okay? Once we get to 3-dimensional shapes, that'll change. Okay? You find the area, explain how you showed your reasoning. Was there a length measurement you did not use? So did not use. That's question 2. So put question 1, put your answer. Then go to question 2, put your answer. Was there a length measurement? That's one of these measurements you did not use to find the area. And then why did you not use that? And I kind of just talked about that. We're not going to use that slant height because it does not form a perpendicular. It does not form a 90-degree angle, and it's not perpendicular to my base. Okay, so base, height, or you could say base, height. It really doesn't matter. Okay, they're always perpendicular to each other. I hope you got that. I would submit my quiz. Okay, I go to my next question here. So my cool down. It's going to give you the answer there, obviously, to see how you did. Okay, I've completed my lesson. All right, so please, 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 at this point, if you're a good student, you're going to go past that. Okay, not like you're a bad student, but what I prefer is if you've not completed modules. Some of you guys have been having a hard time getting in Zoom. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's been on the homepage all week, guys. You have to have module 1, unit 1, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, and then this is lesson 6. So we've been working since last Friday, okay? And I have been in communication with mom and dad, so please make sure if you have questions, go back into the modules, go to lesson 1, go back into the modules, complete lesson 2, go back into the modules. If I don't see you participating in each of the modules, I can't give you credit. And these are grades, okay? Remember, you're not looking for 100% on each of these. I'm looking for your thought processes. I'm looking for the, I call it the I careness. So I'm actually putting in some effort. I'm answering questions. I'm responding to other students. This is how the class is going to work. Okay, this is what I've been asked to teach you guys. We're working through it. At this point, we should really, really, really be familiar with how to find the area of a rectangle, how to find the area of a square, and how to find the area of a parallelogram really well. Okay, if you don't, this would be your time to go back, make sure you're reviewing things, all that fun stuff, because we just took the quiz today. But hopefully you guys are good to go. If you have questions, I'm obviously going to be on Zoom, but I'm not going to be walking through the lesson today because we're going to have kids in different points and kids asking different questions about different sections. So it's a Friday, so enjoy your weekend, and then I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you.